Assalamu alaikum friends, a warm welcome to all of you. Today here in this video we are going to discuss one of the important English linguistics terms. Linguistics is a scientific study of a language. Some of the common terms used in linguistics are explained here in this video. Number one among them is cliché. Now what is cliché? C-L-I-C-H-E, cliché. Now see friends, some of the words used in the English, they are repeated very much. They are repeated to that so much extent that they lose their actual meaning. For example, we always say that do not judge a book by its cover. But do we actually follow it? No, we do not. We always try to predict about how the person is. At another place, people always say that to lose the track of time, right? And sometimes people say the time heals all the wounds. But do people stay away from the wounds? They always do the repeated things. For example, people also say that you can't please everyone, but they always trying to please everyone. So those repeated sentences which are used in the everyday language and they lose their meanings, right? For example, when you commit a mistake and you excuse to a person, you say sorry, and you repeatedly do the mistake second time and you say sorry. The sorry is said so much times like it loses the meaning. So second term is the register. R-E-G-I-S-T-E-R, register. Now what is register? A particular code of language that is divided into multiple codes. For example, when we talk to our siblings, to our sisters and brothers, our tone is different. Like we talk more friendly terms. We talk with our sisters and brothers, we are informal. In the same way, if we talk to our mother, we have a different tone, we have a different register. When we talk with our teacher, we use certain decorum. We use selective words for speaking especially our teachers and our professors. So that is called register. So now we will talk about pidgin. P-I-D-G-I-N, pidgin. Now what is pidgin? Pidgin is actually a language spoken by different people and means the people want to have a business settlement for two people who are totally having different languages. Their primary languages are different. Like one knows Gujarati and the other knows Marwadi. And Gujarati does not know Marwadi and Marwadi does not know Gujarati. So they will use a certain language that will be their secondary language. Remember, pidgin is not used as a primary language. So their primary language is Gujarati and Marwadi. So their secondary language will be English. English can be used as a pidgin here. Now another literary term is Creole. You might have heard about Creole. What is Creole? There is technical mechanism for creating a Creole. You can just find it out by your own. Like a language which is created by your own way. It is uncontrolled mixture of language and all the languages mixed together to form a totally new word which will be used as a common language word, that is called Creole. For example, when Anglo-Normans came to Britain in 1066 and they were the French people, Anglo-Normans were the French people, they were speaking French language and the poor people were not allowed to speak French language. They were speaking the Anglo-Saxon language. And then Anglo-Saxon language and the Anglo-Norman language, they both languages mixed together and they formed a completely new language that came to be known as Middle English. So that can be the example of Creole. Now another term is the dialect. D-I-A-L-E-C-T. What is dialect? A dialect is a particular form of a language which is peculiar to a specific region in the social group. For example, a dialect can be at the small level, it cannot be at the huge level, at the large scale. For example, the Celtic language dialect is still spoken in Ireland and Scotland today. Like see, the Celtic language was very old when the Celts, Angles and Saxons came to the England that at that time used to be known as Britain. So in some dialect the people have their own grammatical structure. So we should keep in mind that in some cases the dialect does not have its own grammatical structure. It's not important to have. Now last term we will discuss here is idiolect. Ideolect. Idiolect. What is idiolect? An idiolect is an individual style of communication of a particular person. For example, an idiolect varies from person to person. An easiest way to explain idiolect is that, like when I'm teaching to my students, my style of teaching is totally different from all other people. Like the way I move my hands, I use the gestures, that is particularly only suited for me because I use it in it's my own style. So that is idiolect. Hope friends you understand and you like my new terms in English language. If you like my video, please do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.